Well, thank you. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for coming. I would like to start this inaugural meeting of the new council by first acknowledging that the Arm of St. Clements is located on the Treaty 1 territory, the traditional lands of the Anishinaabe, Cree, Dakota people, and the homeland of the Métis Nation. We also acknowledge the harms and mistakes of the past, and we dedicate ourselves to move forward in collaboration with our Indigenous nations in the spirit of reconciliation. So please stand as our council, our elected council, is escorted into the council chambers. Thank you. Madam-elect Mayor, I declare that we have a quorum of council.
Thank you for that.
Please continue standing while we listen to the national anthem. You may participate as you see fit. Thank you. Now I would like to call on Councillor-elect Sandra Strang to provide a prayer as we bring our meeting to order.
Please bow our heads and join in. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Thank you. You may now be seated, please. The Arm of St. Clements Procedural Bylaw 2018 identifies that following the general election, the mayor and council call the inaugural meeting of council within 30 days, and the meeting shall be held in the council chambers. As council delegates, to the CAO the authority to handle routine business for the period after the general election and before the new council is sworn in. I am very pleased to begin this inaugural meeting and relinquish authority to council to act on behalf of the municipality. In addition, the Arm of St. Clements Organizational Bylaw 17 of 2018 identifies the responsibilities of councils as determined by the legislative framework of the Manitoba Municipal Act. In this bylaw, the view of council is founded on the principle that the members are stewards of the organization. As such, they have the responsibility to oversee the conduct of the organization, to monitor the management and endeavor to ensure that all major policy issues affecting the affairs of the organization are given consideration. On October 27, 2022 at 12 p.m., the Senior Elections Officer certified and declared the results of the general election. I am pleased to announce the new council for November 2022 till October 2026. Please stand when I call your names. Mayor-elect Debbie Feeblecar. Councillor-elect David Sutherland. Councillor-elect Sandra Strang. Councillor-elect Robert Belanger. Councillor-elect David Horbis. Councillor-elect Glenn Bassarowicz. Councillor-elect Scott Spicer. Congratulations, council members. At this point, I would be thanking the previous council members for their service and commitment to our community. As we have the same council members returning, I would like to thank you for your continued commitment to the public service for the Arm of St. Clements. Thank you, council members. You may now sit. Thank you. Now, Madam-elect Mayor, we will proceed to the oath of office swearing in. The oath of office will be self-administered, and we will begin with the mayor.
I, Deborah Feeblecorn, do solemnly declare that I am a Canadian citizen, that I am of the full age of 18 years, that I am an elector of the rural municipality of St. Clements, that I am a resident of the province of Manitoba, that I am not disqualified under any provision of the Municipal Act or any other act of the legislature from being a member of the council of the rural municipality of St. Clements, that I will act faithfully in the office of mayor without fear, favor, or affection, and will truly, faithfully, and impartially, and to the best of my knowledge and ability, execute the duties, responsibilities of that office. And I make this solemn declaration conscientiously believing it to be true and knowing that it is of the same force and effect as if made under oath and by the virtue of the Canada Evidence Act.
So now I call upon Councillor-elect Robert Belanger to come and do his swearing in.
I, Robert Boulanger, do solemnly declare that I am a Canadian citizen, that I am of full age of 18 years, that I am an elector of the rural municipality of St. Clements, and I am the resident of the province of Manitoba, that I am not disqualified under any provision of the Municipal Act or any other act of legislature from being a member of council of the rural municipality of St. Clements, that I will act faithfully in the office of councillor in Ward 2 without fear, favor, or affection, and will truly, faithfully, and impartially, and to the best of my knowledge and ability, execute the duties and responsibilities of that office. And I make this solemn declaration consistently, conscientiously, believing it to be true, and knowing that it is the same force and effect as made under oath and by value of the Canada Evidence Act.
Councillors, complete your signing with the minute. There's shaking out of the minute.
Thank you.
Now I call upon Councillor-elect Sandra Strang to do her oath of office.
I, Sandra Strang, do solemnly declare that I am a Canadian citizen, that I am the full age of 18 years, that I am an elector of the rural municipality of St. Clements, that I am a resident of the province of Manitoba, and that I am not disqualified under any provisions of the Municipal Act or any other act of legislature from being a member of the Council of the Rural Municipality of St. Clements, that I will act faithfully in the office of Councillor, Ward 1, without fear, favor, affection, and will truly, faithfully, and impartially, and to the best of my knowledge and ability, execute the duties and responsibilities of that office. And I make this solemn declaration conscientiously believing it to be true and knowing that it's the same force and effect as if made under oath and by the virtue of the Canadian Evidence Act.
I call upon Councillor-elect David Sutherland to come forward and do the oath of office.
I, David Sutherland, do solemnly declare that I'm a Canadian citizen, that I'm an elector of the rural municipality of St. Clements, that I am a resident of the province of Manitoba, that I am not disqualified under any provision of the Municipal Act or any other act of the legislature from being a member of the Council of the rural municipality of St. Clements, that I will act faithfully in the office of Councillor, Ward 2, without fear, favor, or affection, and will truly, faithfully, and impartially, and to the best of my knowledge and ability, execute the duties and responsibilities of that office. And I make this solemn declaration conscientiously, believing it to be true and knowing it is of the same force and effect as if made under oath and by virtue of the Canada Evidence Act.
Please stay for a picture for both of you. Sure. Now I call upon Councillor-elect David Corbis to come forward for the oath of office.
I, David Horbis, do solemnly declare that I am a Canadian citizen, that I am of full age of 18 years, that I am an elector of the real municipality of St. Clements, that I am a resident of the province of Manitoba, that I am not disqualified any provision of the Municipal Act or any other act of legislation from being a member of council of the rural municipality of St. Clements, that I will act faithfully in office of council, Ward 2, without fear, favor, or affection, and will truly, faithfully, and impartially, and to the best of my knowledge and ability, execute the duties and responsibilities of that office. And I make this solemn declaration believing it to be true and knowing that it is of the same force and effect as if made under oath and by virtue of the Canadian Evidence Act.
Now I call on Councillor Glenn Basarowicz to come forward and do the oath of office. Councillor-elect.
Easier just to say what he said. I, Glenn Basarowicz, do solemnly declare that I'm a Canadian citizen, that I am full age of 18 years, and that I'm an elector of the rural municipality of St. Clements, and I'm a resident of the province of Manitoba, that I am not disqualified under any provision of the Municipal Act or any other act of the legislature from being a member of council for the rural municipality of St. Clements, that I will act faithfully in the office of councillor for Ward 1 without fear, favor, or affection, and will truly, faithfully, and impartially, and to the best of my knowledge and ability, execute the duties and responsibilities of that office. And I make this solemn declaration consistently believing to be true and knowing that it is of the same force and effect as if made under oath by virtue of the Canada Evidence Act.
Thank you, Councillor.
Thank you.
And last but not least, I call on Councillor Scott Spicer to come forward for the oath of office.
I, Scott Spicer, do solemnly declare I am a Canadian citizen. I am the full age of 18 years. I'm an elector of the municipality of St. Clements. I'm a resident of the province of Manitoba. I am not disqualified under any provision of the Municipal Act or any other act of the legislature from being a member of council of the rural municipality of St. Clements. I will act faithfully in the office of Councillor Ward 1 without fear, favor, or affection, and will truly, faithfully, and impartially do the best of my knowledge and ability, execute the duties and responsibilities of that office. And I make this solemn declaration conscientiously believing it to be true and knowing it is of the same force and effect as if made under oath or by virtue of the Canada Evidence Act.
council members, congratulations, council. I will now relinquish control to the mayor and council.
Okay, and I don't know what you have next on the agenda, Deepak.
It's for the mayor to give her introduction.
Okay, thank you. Well, first of all, I would like to welcome everyone, and on behalf of council and myself, thank you very much for attending today. It is exciting to have our council sworn in today so that we can continue the work we have started during the last term and keep the municipality moving forward. I believe we have a great team here that works very well together, and we will continue to do so. I know it is council's day today, but I would also like to acknowledge the hard work of our CAO, managers, and staff to move council's decisions forward. To our SEO, thank you. I would also like to thank those who put their names forward to run in the election this year and wish them success for the future. To all those who voted in the election, whether by mail, in ballot, or in person at the advance poll or on election day, a big thank you to all of you. And again, thank you all for coming here this evening. We really appreciate it, and we've done things a little bit differently today, and I think it's worked out very well. So thank you all very much. And I'll turn it back over to you, Deepak.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Council members, you'll notice that you have some material in front of you. One is the declaration of, is your declaration for conflict of interest, which by the municipal act must be submitted to the CAO before November 30th. So please fill that out, and if you need any help, please contact me and I can work with you on it. The other piece of documentation that's been provided to you is for the financial records, for the financial statements related to the election, any of the costs that you have. Those financial information is due on March 24th of 2023, but please get them in as soon as possible so that we have enough time in case there's some additional questions that may be needed to be addressed. And let me say that I am very glad to see you all back and working with a great team. Thank you. Well, Madam Mayor.
Well, I just have one other thing to say. I will be sending an email to all members of council. There's a couple of things that have popped up in the last couple of days, like since the election. And a couple of them are happening prior to our council meeting next week, so I will be sending out an email just so you have the dates. And I guess I look forward to seeing everybody on the 9th. And the other thing that I can tell everybody is I will be looking at all of our committees, and I will be making some changes, and hopefully we'll have all of those done for our next council meeting. So with that, I have nothing further to say this evening, so I will call for an adjournment of our meeting today. So could I have a mover, please? Councillor Strang, Councillor Bazarowicz second. All in favor? Opposed? And that is carried. Thank you again very much for coming out, and I'm going to ask the councillors to move away from the table there. If anybody wants a little snack, there are a few things on the table there.
Maybe, can I get all of you to stand together somewhere for a picture, please?
No way.